Hi, it's Katie Parch here, Program Consultant with the CACFP at the Nebraska Department of Education, and our team is pleased to release 5 on Fridays, short 5-minute video segments to help answer some of the most common questions that we receive from providers. And today's segment is on infant meal pattern, and we know there is some gray area in the new meal pattern, which has been a little bit difficult to navigate. So we hope that today's segment can help answer some of your questions and put you at ease with the new regulations. So there are 3 key things that we think are really important to new meal pattern, especially with babies. The first is communication. We also want you to remember to be flexible and to be really, really thorough with your documentation. So when it comes to communication, we think the USDA has done a really nice job of letting us know why new meal pattern changed. We know that breast milk is best for babies through about 6 months, and new meal pattern emphasizes that. And we'll take a look at the meal pattern chart here in a second. But I think that this handout in particular highlights the really good things about new meal pattern and why they changed. It also tells us that new meal pattern emphasizes developmentally appropriate foods, so holding off on those solids until right around 6 months is part of meal pattern, along with increased variety. So providers are able to offer a more variety of just nutritious foods. And all of those things together means that you're helping to build really competent eaters who go into childhood liking lots of different healthy things. And in doing that, I think we're having a huge public health impact by potentially reducing the risk of children becoming overweight or obese, which can often last into adulthood and comes with a really long list of potential conditions associated with it. So in our efforts to minimize that, I think new meal pattern does a really nice job of setting up a really solid foundation. And we're trying to communicate that with you, and we hope you're able to communicate that and those changes and what they mean to parents of the babies that you care for as well. So taking a quick look at the new meal pattern chart, we can see again breast milk and formula are best for 0 through 5 months. Around 6 months you can be introducing those solids, and the list of solid foods that are options for you are really, really long, which we think is nice and really supports that idea of flexibility. So flexibility for you is really good. You can in this flexibility offer lots of different things, and not every baby is going to eat the same day to day, right? They're not going to eat the same week to week, and one 6-month-old may eat very different things from another 6-month-old, just like a 10-month-old could eat very different things from another 10-month-old baby. So this flexibility is nice. We want you to communicate that with parents as well, that you're being flexible within meal pattern, but also that you're able to follow what's happening at home, and that just really is protection for you. It reduces the risk that you're going to provide a food to a baby that could be a potential allergen, which is very good. So this variety is awesome, and we hope that you're emphasizing it and really utilizing it to its greatest potential. Another piece of the communication tool, as well as documentation, which we noted was really important in one of those early slides. So this piece of communication is a way for you to know what's happening at home. We want this form to be updated at least monthly, not only with the types of foods that are offered, fruits, vegetables, grains, that sort of thing, but also the textures and the form in which they're being fed at home. We want you to be able to follow what's happening at home, and this is a communication tool that can help you do that. It can help you and parents be on the same page. It doesn't have to be done on this form, however. Communication can be recorded in a notebook. Just the conversations that classroom teachers and parents are having is recorded any way you want to that works best for your team, and that's perfectly fine. We just want to make sure that you're documenting it some way, somehow. And another addition to the documentation piece is making sure that what you see on that infant readiness form really matches the types of foods that are being served and recorded on the daily infant meal pattern record. So when our consultants from NDE visit centers and even homes, we want to see that the documentation recorded for readiness of solid foods is really mirroring what's happening and being recorded on this form. So we hope that family daycare home consultants, sponsor consultants are doing the same thing, and that the leadership staff in the centers that we visit is also helping make sure that those communication and documentation pieces happen. So the more detail you provide on this form here, the better it is. Don't hesitate to provide more than you think is adequate, because I guarantee you the more detail we see on these forms, the better off you are, and the better technical assistance we can provide you if needed when we come to visit your center. So we hope this was helpful. We hope that you remember that flexibility is key. This isn't black and white. There's lots of gray area. And in being flexible, we hope you know you can always contact us to help navigate those gray areas. And we don't want you to forget that communication between you and parents, as well as that documentation of both the communication and what you're feeding those babies, is of utmost importance. And the more details, the better. So happy infant feeding. And until next time, bye.